Hey guys, Chef Katrina here, and I wanted to go over a little bit of training with the Shareaholic plugin. This is probably one of the most common plugins I've seen bloggers use and use incorrectly. And I don't think it's their fault. I think it's a lot of times they just don't know what they can do, and we're always afraid to push a button and think that we're going to break something. So I want to show you guys how to really use this Shareaholic plugin in its most powerful, most amazing setup that you can possibly have for this plugin. It's real easy to do. The first thing I always recommend is this is only for self-hosted blogs. So this is for the blogger that has their own domain, their own hosting site, and use this plugin. It is phenomenal. So you go to wordpress.org, and this is where you can pick up the plugin. I always recommend downloading the plugin to your desktop if possible. And the reason for that is should anything happen to your blog where you lose everything or it crashes or whatever, you know what plugins you had in place. You don't have to go searching for them. This way you can just reinstall those plugins and update to the most current version. That's been like the best way that I've found and discovered over time of keeping your plugins and knowing what you're using. So the Shareaholic plugin. I love this, guys, and I really just want to go over and share with you some of the most amazing features in here and how powerful this tool really is. So when you get into your back office of your WordPress site, you're going to notice that you have your what they call their plugins, right? So you're just going to go to plugins. I'll show you guys what I have back here. No big deal on this one. But you will just come down where it says your Shareaholic. So Shareaholic, buttons, analytics, everything else, I would go to settings. So once you're back here in settings, once you have it all set up, you're going to have a couple of different options. The first one right here is related and promoted content. So this is content that either you've written that's related to the article that you're currently writing, and also promoted content. So content that's relevant to maybe what you're writing about, but it's not from your blog. It's from another blog, maybe a headline news or something of that effect. If you choose to have that on here, then just click one of the buttons below. You can either do on your post page, index categories, wherever you want that to go, is that's where you can place that. Also, make sure that you edit your related promoted settings. It's going to let you know what kind of dollars do you want to make. And so if you're looking for a way to, increase them or monetize your blog, this would be a great way to do it. The second part, and this is I guess the part that I'm really passionate about and really want to strike home with you guys, is the share buttons. So we have to pick where you want your share button to go. I personally love to have them at the end of my blog post. Okay, so I would click below the content. One thing I want to share with you guys real quick is that you have the ability to customize what it looks like. Okay, so you get to choose the theme, and you can go through and it's like this is basically what I have for mine. Okay, so it's pretty straightforward. You can also do a flat square. You can do a circle. And you can also do what they call, which is sexy, which is just a little bit below so that when you hit on it, it pops up a little bit. So these are the little jumpy ones. But you have your choice of really what theme you want to use with this. And it'll tell you which ones you can and cannot use also with this. Then you also have the headline. Grex, we love a good headline. You can choose no headline. You can do any one of these on here. Just click next to it. I have the, share the knowledge, but you can do sharing isn't sexy or whatever you want to do. So you can choose your headline. You can show the more option button, which is on here. You can position this either block or wrapped around. You can do layout, which is vertical or, horizontal or vertical. You can do small buttons. You can do rectangular buttons, whatever you feel comfortable with, whatever fits best for you. You can turn the counter on or off. You can put it on there. You can do your alignment, all these fun stuff which you can do. And then your services. Now, here's what I want to get really, really one-on-one with you on this one. Your services aren't just about what social media sites you are on, but also what social media sites your readers are on. So just because you may not be on all these social media sites, I wouldn't take away the ability for your audience to share content on a site that they would prefer to share content on. So go through here, just click on the ones you want to have on here. So if I put Evernote on here, it would add it on here. If I wish to take it off, I just hit a little X and it's removed. If I want to move things around and just place them in different places, then you can do that also. It's really up to you how you want to customize this, what you want, I guess, in the front or forward first. Um, but really easy for you to go through and just pick and choose what you want to have on there. But again, like I said, make it friendly to your readers, not just to you. Okay, so that was what you do. So go through here and just kind of peruse, figure out if there's anything that jumps out at you that you'd like to have on here. And that's what I would do for that one. So you've got a way to kind of really customize this and make it your own, which I love about this particular plugin. So click Save Settings, and that'll save your settings for you, and that will show up at the bottom of, well, for me, it'll show up at the bottom of my blog of what I want it to look at, right? Real easy to do. The last but not least that I want to go in here with you is on the last one. Underneath the share one, it says brand yourself with your own Twitter handle and pick your favorite URL shortener and share buttons for images. So what I want to go over here real quick is that many of you guys, many bloggers on there, they have the tweet button on there, but they don't have their own Twitter handle. It still says Shareaholic. And I want to show you guys where you guys can get rid of that. So if somebody tweets out your information, you want to be notified that they're tweeting out your blog post. It's really a great way to engage with them, say thank you, and that's the best part about this. So the message format here, I wouldn't change anything on here. The only thing I would do is that usually this says right here Shareaholic. So instead of Shareaholic, change that out for your Twitter handle name. So mine is the Chef Katrina. So that's what I would put here. And that is just one simple, easy change to do so that you get notified when, when somebody tweets your content. It's really important that you guys know that, honestly. Then you can choose your shortener, which is Google. The other thing is the showing post related dialogue. Thank you for sharing, you rock. So this is where I have, if you've shared my post, it'll say thank you for sharing. Then there's also the ability, it says the follow button. I really want you guys to understand this, that when somebody shares your content with Shareaholic, there's a little box that pops up. You can either turn this on or off. I actually like this as a way of saying, hey, thanks for sharing my content. Follow Chef Katrina on her favorite social media site. So you can change the headline here. And then this is where I'm going to engage you to follow me on my social media, where you can find me, where I best engage with you. Again, you can change the position, the layout, the size, all that stuff. You can pick where you want everything to go. And then go through here and just update the accounts of where you are at and where you want them to engage with you. Is it on YouTube, Google+, Pinterest? They've got LinkedIn, they've got Instagram. I'm going through this, and it's been a while since I've been on here, and they've updated a lot of great stuff in here. I even need to go back and update some of my information. So, but that is a great way that people can find and contact you. So seeing this in action, I want to show you guys real quick. I went to my blog. So as you can see on my blog, I'm here on one of my articles. I just scrolled down. It says share the knowledge, right? So everything is how I wanted it to look. Now what I want to show you guys, so if I tweet this out, you'll notice that it says via @ So this is the name of my article. It's going to have this will get shortened down to the Google Plus or the Google shortener. So that'll get shortened. And then it says via the Chef Katrina. So this is me sharing it. So now I know where it's going. And then at this point, you can also edit it a little bit. So if I wanted to do for that, and then I'm a huge fan of using, but I just post it, right? It says, thanks for sharing, you rocks. That's what was that headline that was up there, right? And it says, follow Chef Katrina on her favorite social media sites. So I give you the social media sites where you can connect with me. So now that you've engaged with me, I want to say, hey, thank you. And you can now follow me on some of the other sites that I currently use. So this is a great little way of continuing engagement, letting people know where they can find you and building those relationships with your audience. This is an amazing tool, guys, that Shareaholic has put to your fingertips. And I just want to make sure if you're a blogger and you're using this tool that you're using it to its maximum effort for using this. Last but not least, because I don't want to be on here really too long for you guys, but please make sure you configure your additional features. For follow buttons, if you want to do a floating share button on the side of your blog, this is where you would have to go to set most of that up. It's an additional configuration for you, but gives you a little bit of bonus. This is your information that you want here, but I believe it is on the connected services or general on here. Yep, connect. General settings on here, share settings on here. but you can do a lot within here. Just kind of play around with it, what's going on, what you guys can use. Edit your browser's extension, stumble upon what you guys, again, this is kind of what we just did on the other site. But you've got your profile on here, your account on here. This is just really, really a fabulous tool that you guys can absolutely, without a doubt, take advantage of, and I highly recommend that you do. So I hope this gave you a little bit better understanding of Shareaholic, how to customize it for you, and how to really use this to build your audience, build your brand, and engage with your bloggers out there, guys. This is so, so important. I hope you guys like this training. If you did, comment down below. Let me know if this helped you out. I love hearing from you guys. And if you guys want more training, subscribe to my blog. I'd love to give you guys like tidbits and training of how to use this, because I think this is a great plugin. And I just want to see you guys get successful in building your business. So thanks again. My name is Chef Katrina, and I'll see you in the next training video.